Fox News.
We continue to work to ensure that everyone that walks through these city streets is safe.
That's D.C. Guard Commander General Leland Blanchard extending a Trump crackdown the president says has brought crime down to virtually nothing. But Washington's Attorney General has filed suit trying to end the Guard deployment.
We have Democratic leaders here kind of flip-flopping on their take on having this federalization here, but at the same time receiving a lot of praise for falling crime rates. Let's see what this is what D.C.'s AG Brian Schwab said yesterday about this lawsuit. He wrote, "No American city should have the U.S. military, particularly out-of-state military, who are not accountable to the residents and untrained in local law enforcement policing its streets." It's D.C. today, but could be any other city tomorrow.
That's Fox's Alexandria Hoff at the White House, where later today, the president, in an executive order, will rebrand the Department of Defense the War Department, what it used to be called, though a permanent name change would need congressional approval. Democrats keep calling for HHS Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. to be fired over vaccine policy changes and the firings of the CDC director and others, following a contentious Senate hearing when Kennedy sparred over and over with Democrats, telling Maggie Hassan,
"You're just making things up to scare people, and it's a lie."
Senator Mark Warner said,
Secretary of Health and Human Services doesn't know how many Americans died from COVID. Doesn't know if the vaccine helped prevent any deaths. And you are sitting as Secretary of Health and Human Services? How can you be that ignorant?
Some Republicans were also critical of Kennedy over vaccines, but President Trump is standing by him.
If you look at what's going on in the world with health, and look at this country also with regard to health, I like the fact that he's different.
Will the president trust the monthly jobs report coming out later this hour? It's the first one since the much weaker than expected July update that included massive revisions down in hiring for May and July, prompting the president to fire the head of the Bureau of Labor Statistics. America's listening to Fox News.
Here's a tale of Becky. Didn't know what to do with new meds prescribed and no real cost clue.
She squinted at prices, that can't be right. Then tapped GoodRx and saw the light.
She could get a deal. Book telehealth if she feels.
Learn about those meds without any stress. That one little app does all the rest. Even my horse downloaded it. Dang, save time and money on prescriptions.
Check GoodRx. GoodRx is not insurance.
Let's go!
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Well, President Trump is keeping close watch on New York City, saying he doesn't want a communist mayor elected.
I would like to see two people drop out.
That's current Mayor Eric Adams and Republican Curtis Sliwa. They and former Governor Andrew Cuomo, they're all challenging socialist Zoran Mamdani, who won the Democratic primary. A legal victory for the Trump administration. An appeals court overrules a judge's order to wind down operations at the Alligator Alcatraz detention facility in Florida.
When Governor Ron DeSantis and Homeland Security agreed to house illegal aliens at a makeshift facility at the Dade Collier Training and Transition Airport site, it had been a couple of years since the governor declared an emergency over illegal migration in the state. But a number of environmental agencies sued, saying the government didn't submit a proper environmental impact statement in accordance with NEPA, the National Environmental Policy Act. A lower court judge said they had to dismantle the facility. But the appellate court said the Supreme Court's already interpreted NEPA's function as purely procedural, and that such an environmental impact statement is only one input that goes into determining whether or not to build a facility. So Alligator Alcatraz can carry on for now, pending further litigation. Jessica Rosenthal, Fox News.
The NFL is back with a dramatic season opener.
Despite a delay due to weather and Pro Bowl defensive tackle Jalen Carter getting ejected 6 seconds into the matchup for spitting on Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott, the defending champion Eagles are 1-0. Philadelphia defeated the Cowboys 24-20, getting 2 rushing touchdowns from quarterback Jalen Hurts.
Second and goal. Hurts again the tie. Now Chase. Now taken off to the pylon. Got there. Jalen Hurts for the second time tonight.
Sound courtesy of NBC. The Cowboys had the ball with a chance to take the lead late in the fourth quarter, but Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb were unable to connect on a 4th and 3 near midfield. Joe Morgan, Fox News.
There's also Friday Night Football, Kansas City versus the LA Chargers. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. Some Catholic churches in central Illinois changing their security policies after a shooting in Minneapolis last week, killing 2, hurt 21 others. St. Matthew's Roman Catholic Church in Champaign locking its doors during weekend mass services after already locking school mass doors for years. Muhammad adding a new Country Inn and Suites hotel off Interstate 74. New construction part of the village's comprehensive redevelopment plan on Prairie View Road and the East 150 corridor has been in full swing for several months now. The administrator says the new development benefits the community and the school district as well. Champaign-Urbana Public Health hosting a car seat inspection event Monday. It'll be 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the North Parking Lot Garage at 201 West Kenyon Road in Champaign. Certified child passenger safety techs and instructor proxy techs will help parents and guardians with proper installation as well as safety information. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
Yeah, radio people do such last-second things. I remember, this is a weird memory, but I remember in Columbus, Ohio, I was doing Illinois play-by-play football, Illinois, Ohio State, 1981 or something. And I'm in the bathroom with 2 minutes till airtime. I said, what am I doing?
Right.
I had to go to the bathroom.
Oh, no.
So I went and I got back with about 60 seconds, and in radio, 60 seconds is quite a while.
Yeah, that's right.
You got
that's time to plug in the headphones.
That's pretty good. You got to see if you recognize a voice that's popped on the radio with me today, Greg Solier. It's an old friend, I think.
Mm-hmm. Hey, buddy.
Hey,
how are you?
Nice to have you, man.
That's
nice to ride a tractor with you too.
Yeah,
ladies and gentlemen, Dave Gentry, maybe
hip hip hooray,
greatest ag director ever.
Yes, absolutely.
A legacy in the ag industry with radio.
Yeah.
I mean, on and on. We could go on and on about Dave Gentry.
Yeah. I invented that position for him.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Perfectly suited.
He actually did. It was kind of scary how all that came together.
It was a wild thought, and he became Max Armstrong around here.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
Yeah.
Worked out.
You know, over at the half century when I saw Dave, and he kind of led me down the tractor parade down the runway there at parade time at half century. I said, why don't you pay us a visit, over here? And he has. I'm so happy to have. Nice to hear him.
Since he retired,
You know what he said?
What did I say?
He said, why don't you come on over to the dark side?
No, that's exactly.
I did. That's what we are.
Actually, I was just trying to play nice in the sandbox.
I know.
Well, since his retirement, Gentry actually looks younger.
Yeah,
he does.
Keeping
That's
his
fantastic.
But you still get up early.
Oh, yeah.
You wake up in what?
1, 2 o'clock.
Man.
Seriously.
Yeah, that's me on the weekends.
It's just,
So they say, and I remember a neighbor of mine, Dr. Greenwald, was my neighbor, and he said, didn't matter since he retired, he's up at 4:30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You can't break that.
4:30 sleeping in.
Exactly.
So when are you up?
About that, when it's TV day, that's about the time I'm up, and then I usually things wind down on Friday. I was up at 1:45 this morning. Got caught up on stuff and had some early breakfast and coffee going and all that stuff.
Woo, and the fam's used to you, so they can always sleep. So it's
nice to have him here, man. That's cool. That's absolutely
We
fantastic.
agree.
Good to talk to
Dave
you.
Gentry. You never
He
know
looks
what.
snappy in that yellow half-century gear that he had on over at Rantoul. That's a snappy-looking shirt.
That shirt's been around a while. We've been going up there for 20 years now.
So who had the better mustache? Was it Max Armstrong or Dave Gentry?
No comment.
Yeah.
So,
They're both turning white.
Max has turned white?
Oh, yeah.
Because he had that dark black, right, going on for a long time.
Yeah.
Now, see, I like the stuff that stays up on the top. That's in good order, and
there you go.
Actually agitating the people on TV who put the show together this week in agribusiness, saying they need a haircut.
You both
ain't happening.
Both have kept your hair, which is stunning.
It is amazing, isn't it?
Amazing. I decided to
So jealous, are you?
No. I just excused mine. I'm thankful I had it that long.
That's right.
I had the
You had that fro for a long time.
I had the greatest
telling you,
afro in
the
Champaign
biggest
County, and
fro.
there's
You
nobody.
did. That's right.
Nobody's here to refute it because it's been too long ago.
Yeah.
Back in
When
1981.
I'm at the Champaign County Fair and the African American ladies are putting their fingers in my hair,
Yep.
I was rocking it.
But you never did do the pick, and
I didn't do the cake cutter because Michael Jackson, because I always kind of wanted to beat him. He, talent-wise, we were about the same. Anyway, he had a tighter fro.
Okay.
Mine was a little looser.
Yeah.
Mine was a little wavy in the
so
wind.
So big, Dave, that he blocked the number in the basketball jersey when he was on his knee in the basketball photo.
Yeah, I feel bad.
You couldn't see the dude's number behind him.
She's right. It was 7th grade basketball, and Dave Bales. You never knew the number we wore. The answer is 31.
Okay.
David Bales wore 31 in 7th grade because my fro covered him, and I was kneeling. So it was,
that's right.
And when you handed kids pictures, my hair came out of the frame.
Right. In those school photos.
That's kind of neat.
But if you look around in the 1970s, we all looked a sight. Your hair went to your shoulders. You had long hair.
Oh, it wasn't that long, was it?
Well, it was
Michael and Gary Ducey and the mutton chops.
The sideburns.
The sideburns.
I couldn't do the sideburns. So
Gentry was in Johnny's class 73.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So Johnny's going to pop on a little later here this half hour. All right, it's our meteorologist Greg Solier, brought to you this morning by Carl.
Carl, remind you, always looking for good team members. If you'd like to have this opportunity for growth and are concerned about health in our region, carl.org/careers.
All right, meteorologist Greg Solier, whatever you figure out, generally, always, in fact, 99% of the time, you're accurate. What say you, sir?
Well, we say that we need some rain, I tell you, but, you're always juggling this. Early harvest, had some reports of some corn harvest around the Arthur area. It is dry as a bone out there. Yesterday's drought monitor right smack dab here in Champaign County, moderate and severe, extends down towards Coles and Edgar counties, a little bit better Vermilion County, and better as you go up to the north where they had about a half a foot of rain a couple of 2 or 3 weeks ago towards the Kankakee. Other than a sprinkle, that's it in the rain department around here, so I'll head forward. 53 at Willard and Savoy right now, 54 over at Rantoul. And by the way, they'll be about 20 degrees hotter over at Raleigh-Durham for the Duke-Illinois game. 85 they kick off, 93 later in the ball game. But around here, the best we can do is a partly sunny, breezy, and autumn-like feel for the day-to-day, but this too shall pass. Maybe a sprinkle coming along, and 69 to 70 for the high. Sprinkle this evening, partly cloudy, cool on the overnight, 46. Sunshine for the weekend at 73, though. Tomorrow, that's about 10 shy of normal. 74 on Sunday, back to the mid-70s Monday. But then warmer, drier comes back in. There's still lots of summertime at the tank with a high around 80 on Tuesday, into the 80s next Wednesday and Thursday. For TVJ Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
Yeah, well, we got football tomorrow in Durham. Thank you, Gregory. It's going to be 90s. It's going to be warm.
Yeah.
And we're ready to play. I heard
Let's beat Duke.
The guy on ESPN before we got on, he was saying, hey, Duke. He just kind of randomly said, if we got Michelle Smallman on the shows at U of I, when U of I grants Big Illini. And he said, yeah, Duke's really good at home. They won 11 of their last 12 at home. They're really good. They're really good. And she said, well, what about Illinois? He went, who?
Get out.
He just said, Illinois? No, I don't. He had no idea what Illinois was doing.
Wow.
He just was all about Duke at home.
I mean, we're number 11.
I don't think he thinks we're number 11.
Okay.
So that's perfect, actually. We're 3.5. I haven't checked the latest point spread.
Okay, I can look into that. And did you hear that the homecoming game against USC sold out? This is number 3 now. So Western Michigan is sold out on the 13th. The homecoming game is September 27th. And then, of course, we knew about Ohio State on October 11th. So pretty cool.
So wait a minute. We have Western Michigan Gentry. Dave Gentry, formerly WDWS and just kind of a radio star. So Western Michigan sold out. USC sold out. The next home game, Ohio State sold out. What am I to think of this? This is Illinois football, not basketball.
It's a big streak, man.
Man, I don't know. I don't know what to do because Johnny said he's lucky I'm not playing. I get in a fetal position because we've not had this. We don't win back.
We're not used to
back
success.
Back to back in football.
No, never.
Won 10 games last year. We've never won 10 and then 9 ever.
Yeah.
So I'm nervous, optimistic, but nervous.
Yes.
Got a little Brett Bielema play, but let's get the if the Cardinals, bold statement, if the Cardinals are to win 3 this weekend, they're hosting San Francisco, who's ahead of them in the wild card. Maybe things could get interesting. Probably not, but you never know. We'll check our sports headlines.
Okay,
Diane.
well, I know we've got some good promotions coming up.
She's all about the free stuff that you get at the stadium.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
We want the St. Louis Cardinal fans to show up, Dave. They're not showing up.
Would you show up for a bobblehead?
That's what we got tonight is bobbleheads.
Sure.
From 85. The triple
the answer
bobblehead
you're looking for?
But I mean, it's been sad because you could take a paper bag in the stadium, pop it, and I'd hear you.
Yeah, probably
And
so.
Nobody's going to Cardinal games right
Saturday, September 6th, Cardinal Hall of Fame baseball card shirt, and the Build-A-Bear is on Sunday.
You going for the Build-A-Bear?
I mean,
Probably.
for the kids, they love that. And I think there's one right there in Busch Stadium. So that's
No, I
their
think there is.
partnership.
Yeah, no, listen, it's an awesome place. I love them, but the fans are saying,
Right.
unless
Off
you win.
yesterday. Let's hear the Redbird recap.
Let's go.
The Redbird Recap is sponsored by Helitech Waterproofing and Foundation Repair. Heal your home with Helitech.
After taking 2 of 3 from the A's, the Cardinals enjoyed an off day yesterday, and tonight they welcome in the San Francisco Giants. On the mound, Michael McGreevy. He enters with a 6-2 record and a 4.17 ERA. His last time out against the Cincinnati Reds, he held them to 1 run on 5 hits in 6 innings in what was a 4-2 victory. Last season, he picked up a 6-1 win against the Giants, holding them to 1 run on 5 hits in 8 innings. Giants coming into this game having won 10 of their last 11, and they have hit at least 1 home run in 17 straight games. They're starting Carson Seymour, who has been mostly used as an opener this year. He's 0-2 with a 4.74 ERA. The Giants have lost 9 of his 11 appearances. This is going to be his first career appearance against the Cardinals. First pitch tonight scheduled for 7:15. Our coverage at 6:20. For the St. Louis Cardinals Radio Network, I'm Matt Pauley.
Is your home showing symptoms of foundation issues? Your home's wet basement, dingy crawl space, musty smells, cracked walls, or unlevel concrete shouldn't be ignored. Helitech can help. Life happens in your home. You and your family deserve the best. Helitech offers proven solutions in waterproofing, drainage, concrete leveling, and foundation repair services. Contact us for a free inspection at helitechonline.com.
When the water's high, we'll keep your basement dry. Heal your home with Helitech.
Cubs starting up a series against the Washington Nationals from Wrigley. It's a 1:20 start today, tomorrow, and Sunday.
Now, I don't know how
that
it's
action
gonna,
on US 105.9.
They're going to be a wild card team. I don't know how that works. I don't know who they're going to play.
They're 5 out right now.
They're 5 ahead. They're locked in. They're 5 games ahead of everybody else. If you hadn't been Milwaukee going stupid on you, you'd be the division champions.
Okay.
Their record should be a division champ. But Milwaukee has the best record in baseball.
But they've had some injuries.
Yeah.
I don't know how Milwaukee Brewers are going to finish up. Chicago White Sox over Minnesota 11-8 yesterday, and they'll start up a series against Detroit. So I told you about homecoming games sold out. Some of the high school footballs, star spotlight games, Central and Centennial.
Well, tonight's Unity at Monticello.
At Monticello.
That's, always a
after
dandy.
beating Rantoul 48-0.
They lost their guy. Ike Young was their guy at Monticello. He was Mr. Everything in football, basketball, track, everything. They didn't go to Illinois.
Quite a contentious ending for the Sages and Rockets in the playoffs there, with the Sages coming out on top after that bad call.
Officiating is half the battle.
Yeah. Weather brought to you by Busey for 155 years. Member FDIC.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather. Free Central Illinois, Champaign, Urbana, Vicinity. No organized rainfall other than a couple of sprinkles in spots for the day today. So the dryness and drought-related issues continue on till further notice, or perhaps a good 7 to 10, if not 10 to 15 days out before anything organized in the moisture department gets ongoing. But a return to summer-like warmth coming our way. 69, the forecast high today. That's it, with a partly sunny sky and a couple of sprinkles in spots, maybe later this morning and this afternoon. They'll be around early this evening, then partly cloudy, cooler on the overnight, low down to about 46 tomorrow, and Sunday sunshine the rule for the weekend. 73 tomorrow, cool at 44 tomorrow night, up to 74 on Sunday. Mid-70s continue on Monday, but then up near 80 on Tuesday. Wednesday we warm to about 84, 85 degrees, lower 80s on Thursday. A little backdoor cool front will come on by the area late next week. No rainfall with that, but a partly cloudy, cooler Friday next week with high temperatures there into the 70s. Hot and humid out at Raleigh for the football game on Saturday.
You've set your financial goals. One kid plans to go Big Ten, the other Ivy. Your bucket list includes seaside sunrises and sunsets on the slopes, or perhaps a second home away from it all. Busey Bank can help develop the right investment strategy to take charge of the years ahead. Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth since 1868. proud to be the official bank of the Fighting Illini. Member FDIC.
I'm Liz Clayman, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Stock futures are mostly higher after an upbeat earnings report and forecast from artificial intelligence chipmaker Broadcom, though markets will be reacting today to the August employment report. There's another update on tariffs. The U.S. has lowered tariffs on Japanese automobiles and parts from 25% to 15%. President Trump signed an executive order implementing a trade pact with Japan struck last month. It's looking like artificial intelligence will play a role in your mortgage signing and student loan application. DocuSign, the electronic signature company, is raising its outlook for the year because of demand for its AI tool that summarizes and analyzes agreement documents. It's called Intelligent Agreement Management. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Jenny Coselda. Invested in you.
Every hour of every day, Fox News Radio is there with the latest breaking news and information you rely on.
This is a Fox News Alert.
I'm Lisa Brady.
I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News.
With Fox News correspondents around the globe.
At the White House,
Simon Owen in London.
On Capitol Hill, Jared Halpern, Fox News.
The news that matters most to you. The top headlines, all in one place. Listen and follow the Fox News Hourly Update at foxnewspodcasts.com or ask your smart speaker to play Fox News.
Check out the Urbana Market at the Square, 7 a.m. till noon, rain or shine at Illinois and Vine through October 30th. Get tasty sweet corn, melons, peaches, produce, and squash. There's so many local farmers with vegetables fresh from their gardens. Unique soap vendors with lovely scents, plus flowers and honey. Enjoy Food Truck Row as you fuel up for a great Saturday morning in downtown Urbana. Saturdays from 7 a.m. to noon, rain or shine. For more details, visit urbanamarket.org.
You have money laying all around your house. You just don't know it. And no, I don't mean selling your great-grandma's good china. I mean all the old metal items you don't want to use or get rid of. Don't pay someone to haul it away. Bring it into Max Twin City Recycling and get paid to have it taken off your hands. They love new customers and are more than willing to walk you through their process step by step. Come check them out at 2808 North Lincoln Avenue in Urbana.
Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
Actually, I called the provider. It was just going to be a while before I could have service, and I couldn't wait, so I was recommended to Classic. Professionalism, their dependability, credibility, and the service technicians. I wouldn't ever call anybody else.
I truly believe that after people have experienced other companies and then given us a try, they can clearly see the difference.
Visit ClassicPlum.com.
Get the roof your home deserves by Roof Doctors, your residential roofing specialist that has always offered the best warranties in the industry, like our non-prorated 50-year warranty. Our customers love that we are family-owned and locally operated. We make our customer needs our top priority. With over 30 years experience and the best customer service, give Roof Doctors a call today for your free estimate at 328-7529. In your community and for your community, Roof Doctors.
Carpet Weaver's Labor Day sale is here with big savings, a huge selection, and everything you need to update your home. Choose Mohawk waterproof luxury vinyl floors or Mohawk RevWood, and the installation is half off. Buy Mohawk carpet and the installation is free. Plus, get up to $1,000 rebate on Mohawk carpets and floors, and get instant rebates on all furniture and rugs, all with special 2 years free financing. Don't miss the Labor Day sale, only at Carpet Weavers.
Well, this is Friday. This is September 5. Illinois plays in Durham, North Carolina tomorrow. Brett Bielema met the media, and it's a little ramped up, amped up just a little.
Well, thought our guys had a good week of work. Obviously got a little bit of jump because of the Friday game last week, but when we got together on Monday and talked to our presser, I thought we had a really good Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Injury-wise, we're actually healthier in this game than we were last week. Juice won't be with us, but we kind of knew that on Tuesday. We knew if he wasn't cleared by Tuesday, Wednesday, just because he's been out for a while, we weren't going to bring him. His game should be ready for next week. But other than him, that's really the only guy that was in our projected too deep before the year started. We're actually, last week there were a couple guys I was worried about getting ready to go for the game, but they all played. So, and then they've had even better weeks this week. So, I think the big thing for us, right, is, for us to concentrate from last week home game to being on the road. This game involves a lot of different things, obviously a road game, but just little parameters around it. Like I think we had like 2 or 3 guys of our transfer guys that played at Duke, so that was unusual. I didn't think we'd have anybody in that wheelhouse. Some of my coaches that played there, but there's a really long halftime walk. Obviously, the temperature is going to be different than it is here. So a lot of things that I think our guys have been locked into, and we'll see how it plays out on Saturday.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Again, I think he just feels he's amped up. He just feels ready to go. It's showtime. It's adrenaline pumping everything else. But this is kind of the thing I'd mentioned Monday is that we're not playing, Southwest Missouri. I mean, this is a big game.
Yeah, it is.
Dave Gentry has popped in on our show this morning. Anyway, so it's not. I don't have to wait and beat South Carolina State and other teams to see I'm 3-0. I don't know how good I am. Right. We're gonna know this week.
Yeah,
this
it'll
is
be clear.
Game 2.
This will be now the line. We were favored by 3.5 on the road, which is a lot of respect. It's down to 2.5. Is that what you found? 2.5. Okay, so 2.5 means people are betting on Duke.
Right.
And then Joe Fontenbaugh from ESPN is the guy that said, was talking about how good Duke was and knew nothing about Illinois. So as far as Illinois making the playoffs, when Michelle Smallman said that, he said, I don't think they're going to make it. So, okay, that's fine. That's kind of good.
Yeah,
actually.
being the underdog.
Yeah. But I think we'll know a whole bunch tomorrow by 2:30.
Well, and we've heard from Bill Mo on the expectations.
No, he said you earn those. And so, it's just when the best seasons in sports seem to be when your team isn't supposed to be good and then they are.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Because then when you're the hunted, it's like, you're not going to lose that, right?
That's right.
Breathe in a bag kind of thing. Anyway, if we win this one, the crowd's going to lift us so incredibly in a sellout against Western Michigan. I think we'll win that one. And then USC, I think I would call that a coin flip. I think they're talented. They always are. And number 1 recruiting class coming in. So we'll deal with that later. It's all about Duke tomorrow. I hope we play well. Don't let the referees get down to a call let's see if we really play clean football, hold on to the ball, do all that good stuff, and see if we can actually pull out a win at Duke. Listen, didn't they play us in basketball and we lost by like 40? I think we owe them back.
Yeah. It can get tough sometimes.
Cooper Flagg made that jam. We had 2-3 guys hurt. Madison Square Garden, national television. It was in last February. And so we kind of owe the school a dominating loss because they did that to me in basketball. And, we weren't healthy and all these other things. However, it was on national TV.
Yeah.
So this is ESPN tomorrow. So if you...
well, we'll see if that guy can talk his way out of this now.
Do you know what
ESPN guy?
It wasn't like I want to diss Illinois. It was like he was just not aware.
Yeah.
I think probably thinks Illinois is a basketball school, and I think a lot of people do, but maybe now we're becoming a little football school too. We'll see what happens. 11 o'clock tomorrow, it's ESPN, and then off we go. By the way, that quarterback for Duke, do you know what he earns?
No.
NIL? I thought they were going to get $14 every time a jersey sold.
Yeah.
This kid gets $333,000 a month.
You're kidding.
$8 million deal.
So there's pressure on the quarterback. He's 2-year.
Well, that's sure helping out the guys on the team, isn't it?
I'm sure there's no jealousy there.
No,
hey,
not at all.
Would you pick up my towel, bud? I'll give you $100.
Yeah.
$333,000 a month.
Crazy.
How do you? And that's more than the coach.
Sure.
I think maybe not. Anyway.
We went through that, with national stuff, and it's been just lovely ever since.
Darian Menzies.
Darian Menzies. Pressure on that kid. You think the Duke players are going to say, hey, what's up, man? You're making all that money. Fans are going to do that. There's pressure when you do that.
Yeah.
All right, going to talk Arch Manning with a guy that knows the family probably better than anybody. Stand by. Michelle Thornsborough. She is, along with her husband, Brad, the owner of Grizzly's Chimney Service. What about the various services that you provide?
We provide chimney inspections, cleanings, gas inspections, installs, gas fireplaces, wood inserts, wood stoves. We also do all restoration work to chimney chimneys and fireplaces, tuck pointing, even tuck pointing entire homes if needed. Connect with us by visiting our website, grizzlysweep.com. You can call me at 217-504-2050, or you can visit our Facebook page.
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights. We switch TV channels. Some of us switch partners while square dancing. Well, that's a stretch. But what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save with State Farm. In fact, State Farm agent Kurt Lenschow right here in Champaign-Urbana can switch you over so you can start saving today. Kurt and his team are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. It's easy to switch and save. Just give them a call when you want the real deal. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Fox News, I'm CJ Papa. The Army extends orders for the D.C. National Guard through November 30th. While that was taking place, a top official in the district files a lawsuit against Trump administration, calling the use of the Guard dangerous and harmful to the district and its residents.
D.C.'s AG Brian Schwab said yesterday about this lawsuit. He wrote, no American city should have the U.S. military, particularly out-of-state military, who are not accountable to the residents and untrained in local law enforcement policing its streets. It's D.C. today, but could be any other city tomorrow. We filed this action to put an end to this illegal federal overreach.
Fox's Alexandria Hoff at the White House. President Trump could cut the order short or extend it. UK Prime Minister Angela Rayner resigns after ethics inquiry into underpayment of tax on home purchase. Her boss, the Prime Minister Keir Starmer, called it the right decision. America's listening to Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. Well, the Powerball jackpot jumping to an eye-popping $1.7 billion after yet another drawing pass without a winner Wednesday. Since May 31st, there have been 41 straight drawings without a big winner. Next drawing Saturday night. The prize expected to be the third largest in U.S. lottery history. Wednesday, YMCAs across the state of Illinois announcing a partnership with insurance carrier Youth Care. It'll provide memberships to kids in foster care. Membership covers other programs that run through the YMCA as well. If you think you or someone you know is eligible, you can stop by the YMCA to check out. Champaign-Urbana Public Health hosting a car seat inspection event Monday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the North Parking Lot Garage at 201 West Kenyon Road, Champaign. Certified child passenger safety techs and instructor proxy techs will help parents and guardians with proper installation and safety information. You don't need an appointment. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
All right, thank you, Jim Miller. We check our weather brought to you by Urbana Park District.
Batfest is tomorrow. Go to the Anita Purvis Nature between 1 and 4:30. Free for all ages, experts, lots of activities. 5:30 also at the Lake House. Learn more at urbanaparks.org.
And here's our meteorologist, Greg Solier.
Well, good everyone. Let's check weather for East Central Illinois. Champaign-Urbana this Saturday. Dryness and crop-related issues continue on, but off and running on early and often harvest going forward easily for the next 10 to 15 days across the area. Temperatures too forecast to return to more seasonal levels beginning into the early part of next week. Hot and humid at Raleigh-Durham for football Saturday out there with the Illini and Duke. They'll be kicking off with temperatures in the middle 80s and a forecast high later in the ball game up north of 90 degrees. Back this way, only 69. That's it. With a partly sunny sky, normal high this time of the year at 82. West-northwesterly wind 10 to 20 miles per hour and gusty. Maybe a sprinkle comes along as well. Evening sprinkle chance, then cooler and partly cloudy, and the overnight diminishing west wind down to 46. Tomorrow mostly sunny and 73 with a northwest breeze into the low to mid 40s tomorrow night. 74 on Sunday. Monday high 76. We're back to around 80 on Tuesday. Low to mid 80s. That'll feel good next Wednesday and Thursday. Back down into the 70s for highs come next Friday. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solier.
Johnny, your old buddy Dave Gentry stopped by today. How do we deal with this?
Well, that's fantastic, man. That's fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you and Johnny.
We could have made some movies because we're right up there with Spielberg. I'm telling you.
Well,
we had some ideas, no doubt.
He had Gentry's mentioned the $1.7 billion on the Powerball, and Gentry thought, what do you say?
Just stroll in, buy a ticket, win it, be done with it.
That's right.
That's not that bad an idea, actually, even at the odds.
Just
1.7 billion. Yeah, that might be.
Don't stress about it. Just go in and do it.
Yeah.
Is it $1, Stevie?
It's $2 now. They doubled the sucker. Mm-hmm. So, but you can only buy one because it's a better story. You don't need
that's right.
I just buy one. And then I think you have a better chance if you join a bowling team, it appears, because it seems like bowling teams win.
Don't start on that. Devon's bowling, and that's all I hear about now.
That's so funny. Your wife, Devon. Okay, Johnny, would you buy a ticket? And who's your guy, Chris? I called him on the air, and everybody at VersaBar bought a ticket, and he didn't. I said, what if they win? He said, they're not.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, it was funny. Ladies and gentlemen, good to have Brother Johnny on the phone. Mr. Dave Gentry, guest in the studio, and we've got another guest that we are introducing now.
It was dark when I started.
We want you to hear a song in just a second. His name is Paul Atkinson. Are you there?
Yes, I am. How are y'all doing?
This is a real movie maker, Johnny. This is your guy you partnered with was it Versa Productions?
Yes, I call
him Paul Manning Atkinson.
That's right. That's right. Paul, you somehow got involved with the the Manning family. Archie Manning was a quarterback for the New Orleans Saints back in the 70s, and then he had 3 kids.
Yep.
It was Peyton, Eli, and Cooper. Was Cooper the oldest?
Cooper was the oldest by a couple of years over Peyton, and then they got to play high school football together 1 year.
Oh, boy.
And that was, Cooper's senior year, and then Peyton was a sophomore, and the coach at the time, he's like, I'll never play a freshman as a quarterback, even if it's Peyton Manning. And so Peyton got to start his sophomore year, and so it became the Manning to Manning year. And I kept that in the back of my brain of, that'd be kind of interesting at some point to revisit that season. That was 1991.
Man, you're kidding me. That's a long time ago. So you did that. And where is Manning to Manning watchable? Where is that? Is it on YouTube or something?
I have it on my Vimeo page, and we can send a link to that for the Vimeo page. But I do have it on there. When we actually first ran it on local TV, WWL TV, we bought time after a Saints game. So we knew we were going to have a huge audience to start.
Yeah.
But, the way it goes with the post-game show, you start losing viewers. But we still ended up with a 15.8 rating and a 27 share.
Dang.
Like 400,000 people saw it that opening day that we ran it.
What did the Mannings think of it?
They loved it. Archie got all kinds of great notes from people. Oh, I saw you on TV. Oh, yeah, that's a great story. Oh, man, where can they were even asking where we could get it, and then I started thinking this is back in the time when you still had videotape that you would distribute.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, we'll do a videotape of it, et cetera. And now it just lives online, or you could do it on YouTube, et cetera. But it was a great show, and we had Cooper, we had Peyton, and Archie had actually set me up so that, and this is right after John and I started Versatile Productions. It was kind of our first long form that we did. And so I go up to Indianapolis, and I sit in the training area and have like an hour and a half uninterrupted, except for Jim Irsay, who was beating up on his punching bag, making noise during our interview. But anyway, so Peyton and I, hour and a half, talking about Newman and high school football, and it was absolutely fantastic.
And then another kid comes along. His name was Eli. It was the baby. And then all of a sudden, Eli's coming. You make a video of Eli before he goes and plays where? Mississippi?
Yes, Ole Miss.
Ole Miss. And so all of a sudden, Eli Manning comes along, and he's great.
There's a funny story about that. So, as a favor to Archie, I got a credential for the Ole Miss Middle Tennessee State game, and it was the first start for Eli his sophomore year. And he goes off, he sets like Ole Miss passing record. He had like 20 consecutive completions, and just a great game. So I put And I put together a little music video of Eli's coming, and I showed it to Archie. Oh, Archie's like, "Oh my God, that's so good!" And I just happened to like get a couple of crowd reactions, and I happened to get the girl that Eli was trying to date at Ole Miss, and I put her in the video. And then all of a sudden, Ole Miss thinks I'm like trying to market the video, and I'm like, no, it's a favor for Archie being so nice to set up this interview. And that was the only cease and desist Versatile Productions ever got.
Cease and desist. Ouch.
Wow.
No, he almost got Eli thrown out of Ole Miss before the 2 MVPs. He'd have lost 2 MVP Super Bowls.
Yeah.
So, luckily, we dodged the bullet on that one.
Hey, Johnny.
Yeah, we dodged the bullet.
Johnny, you're the math guy. You're the statistics guy. So tell me the odds of a family of 3 boys, 2 of which become MVPs in a Super Bowl win. What?
Yeah, what are
0.
0.
They round off to 0. It's about the same chances as you're going to make the helmet catch. About that.
Yeah,
those odds.
yeah.
About making the helmet
David
catch.
Tyree, yeah.
All right, it's brother Johnny, Paul Atkinson, calling Paul Manning. Atkinson, embedded in the Manning family for many, many years. Dave Gentry, Diane Ducey. I'm Stevie J on ESPN 93.5, 741. All right, so now we move fast forward. Cooper, who did not play in the NFL, was a good football player, has a son named Archie. He calls him Arch. And you follow him through high school. You get his very first dunk in a basketball game. His father texted you and said, "Did you get that?"
Yep.
You said, "You bet I did." So you've been with, a picture you sent was with Archie Manning, Paul, and little 10-year-old Arch Manning. And here he is. He's the Heisman Trophy favorite. He's not started regularly at all in college. He's a junior. So he goes to Columbus, Ohio against a Super Bowl winning defensive coordinator now in Columbus, a guy, Matt Patricia. And so Ohio State beats him, and he doesn't look great. So what happened? I mean, all kinds of sour comments. If he wasn't a Manning, he'd be working at fast food. I mean, it's crazy.
It is crazy.
Brutal. And so how good is Arch Manning? What do you think?
Arch Manning will be very good. He's not really good right now. But and I'll just give you examples. That was the first time since I've ever covered him or ever watched him that he had trouble completing 10-yard passes. I mean, it was actually brutal to watch because literally he had ESPN did all the hype, Fox Sports did all the hype, and you just got to let him settle in. Every athlete's career progresses at a different level and speed, and to just build up all this hype on 2 starts was unfair. But he's a Manning, and he's been dealing with this since he was 10 or 11 doing flag football, and then 13, 14 doing middle school tackle football, and then moving on. But I've seen him and the other thing that kind of was interesting to me just watching the game was the throwing mechanics were not what he is doing. So I'm not sure what's going on there, but I think he was just nervous. He's going to have 3 games at home now to right the ship, and then his next big game is at Florida.
Yeah.
And that'll be October 5th. So, he's at Florida and at Georgia. So he's at the swamp, and he's between the hedges.
Oh, boy.
So that's going to be an interesting...
We looked it up, and they scheduled that game in 2014 when Arch was 10 years old.
Yeah.
And it's like, because that was about the worst case scenario would be to send whatever team you got into Columbus for opening day. Yes. When they did win the national championship, but there wasn't a hangover because they're still worried about the coach getting fired if they lose to Michigan.
That's right.
Yeah.
So they were not going to look past Texas, and it was not a good draw. And Columbus opening day was a disaster. So you're right. I like the next 3 games, and then we'll see how we go when we get to Florida and Georgia.
On a scale of 1 to 10, Paul, what is the character of the Manning family?
It's a 10. It's very high. They've treated me well all these years, and so I have nothing but great things to say about him. Archie, in particular, Archie is just one of those people. Literally, you text him something, like I did something on the 50th anniversary of the Superdome being built, and my dad covered it for the Times-Picayune. And so I had gone into the archives a long time ago, and I just kept that in my phone, and I texted it to Archie, and within seconds, I don't know what's going on with Archie's life, but within seconds I get a response. And it's like, oh, I completed the first pass there. And, just interesting things that he would say. And then here's the kicker, though. He goes, I said, well, I'm excited, like 3 weeks ago. I said, I'm excited for the Texas-Ohio State game, getting excited. He goes, well, I kind of wish it was Nicholls State instead of Ohio State.
Right.
Yeah, Archie didn't like that draw either. I can guarantee you.
But since somebody said it, somebody announced that game. Johnny's right. 2014, they announced Ohio State would host Texas when the kid was 9.
Wow,
it's just nuts.
So that is a true stat.
Yes, it is a true stat.
Oh, excellent.
So
excellent.
And now Texas will host Ohio State next year. So Archie will have a chance if he's still there. Arch would have a chance. Yeah. And there's all speculation, but right now nobody's talking about Arch being the number 1 pick anymore. Not after last.
No.
Yeah.
I got to tell you one thing.
The break.
What I was going to tell Stevie Paul that we're talking about another project, which is the leading college basketball player in college basketball history and average was Pete Maravich, 44 points. And we want to do a project. He was going to go back to the archives and see what his average was if there was a 3-point line.
Oh, boy.
Because he was shooting 44 points a game with 2 points.
44 points without the 3-pointer, and it would have been
over.
And
he shot a lot of threes, did he, Paulie? He shot a lot of threes, would you say?
Yes. So, I mean, that would be a fascinating project. And with I don't know, Stevie J and Johnny, if y'all have seen this now, AI is kind of incredible with what they can do with video.
Oh, really?
So we literally could probably just get any game footage at all and AI the 3-point line on it, and it would probably spit out all his stats now if you updated it within minutes.
That's crazy.
Which would be
crazy.
AI
absolutely crazy.
Very good with
Those
video.
are the kinds of things, Steve, that Paulie can do. He's good. He's really a talent. So we're still, you go from project to project and you think of what you're going to do, and it's pretty fun stuff. And you do a lot of stuff for VersaBar on our lists and everything.
Yeah.
All kinds of documentation of all kinds of jobs. So.
And you still have everything, don't you, Paul?
I still have everything.
Wow.
It's in my climate-controlled room there, so the tapes, because we used to shoot on tape, and then we, about 2013 or 2014, we moved to putting it on cards and just on hard drives. So,
man, hey,
we've watched technology going through motions too.
Hey, before I let you go, Paul Manning Atkinson, Johnny also mentioned that in the church league you never had a 3-pointer you weren't open for.
No, I
never did.
Listen, it takes guts and courage to do the kind of thing Paul does, and he's one of the few guys I know that had the guts to go 0 for 25. So, because the next one is always going to go in.
You bet.
It's always going to go in.
Shooter's mentality, baby. You
just gotta have a shooter's mentality.
That's exactly. You were open. Take the shot. Come on. Don't be bashful.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, exactly.
My little league coaches always told me, if you're open, shoot it.
There you go.
Well, and I always told Paul that it wasn't anything personal, but my worst fear was when the other team's defense would back off and say, "Let him shoot, let him shoot."
Hey,
but we burned him. We burned him a few times, so Paul. When Paul got on, look out.
Yeah, you got the streak going. Mm-hmm. Hey, listen, really appreciate the time, Paul. Interesting stuff. Yeah. I'm sure rooting for Arch. I really am. I think
I am.
Good family, everything, all the things. Amazing family, frankly. It really is a stunning. I don't know anything about his wife and their mom. Is she nice?
Ellen is a great lady. Yeah. And she's, they were saying on the Fox broadcast about she was the athletic one in the family. She was.
What?
she won state championship in volleyball at Sacred Heart. She was a track champion, and
isn't she tall too?
She is about 6 feet.
Oh, that's why the kids got so tall.
Yeah,
okay, all right.
Yeah, so Coop's like about 6'4".
Holy
cow!
So
6'4" and 6 feet. You had good genes going there.
One last thing, anecdotally, Archie Manning, who played for the Saints at quarterback in the 70s, had kind of noticed that when her children were playing football and took a hit, she was all over, emotional, everything. He said, "You never reacted when I got hit." So, anyway, different when you're kids, I guess, for sure.
Yeah.
But Paul, thank you for being on. Hope we can chat again sometime down the road. We'll have you on after Archie has a great game. And it becomes
I think that'd be a great thing. Yeah.
Paul, thanks for the time. Appreciate you. Thanks so much.
All right, Paul.
All right, thank you. Bye, Johnny.
Talk soon. Johnny, so Dave Gentry hanging out with us this morning. And you guys had all kinds of your same class at Unity 1973. And Gentry got to teaching at a very young age. You were teaching Parkland by 1980. I mean, that's a master's degree at, was it Decatur?
Yeah, I was doing fill-ins.
You go to Bloomington?
at
Where
that
did you go?
time.
Milliken? Where did you go?
I taught over at Milliken, for a few years, too.
Yeah. But anything to say about Dave Gentry and the amazing stories? There's so many stories when you go back, when you've been around somebody so long.
Is Johnny with us?
He's dead. He had an accident.
You there, Johnny?
Hello.
There must be a bowling story at Old Orchard that you can share. Maybe not. Maybe not. I don't think so.
Well, there's a lot of stories, Stevie J, but I don't know if we got time this morning. I do remember one time Mrs. Wimmer wanted to make a point about getting along and had Dave and I pretend to get in a fight. And I'm telling you what, we should have won an Academy Award, and a couple of girls were crying. And says, okay.
Wow.
And we had things fine. Remember that, Dave?
Oh, yeah. Dina was crying big time.
Dina Evans?
Yeah.
Okay, Schumacher.
Oh, yeah.
Dina Schumacher.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, and we had quite a run of just skits and one-act plays and rewrites of certain stories that... I'm telling you, we had a ball.
Well, if you're talking about Submerged, I felt our version was a lot better than what we got.
Yeah, it was a drama that we could have turned into a tremendous comedy.
It could have
been better than Caddyshack.
Oh, man. Well, Johnny, be safe on the road. We'll catch up next week, but thank you. And go Illini tomorrow at Duke, playing Durham, North Carolina, the home of the Duke Blue Devils. So.
Yeah, I'll be tuned in, and we'll see you soon. Thanks, Dave.
Talk
to you later.
Talk to you. Yeah, I hope you enjoy the piece on the Mannings. Extraordinary family.
That's right.
And I met Archie at a football. No, it was a golf. We were playing golf with Johnny at English Turn in New Orleans, and Archie was right there, and just a kind shake. Good man, just felt good. The aura around him was just great. And just to have kids like that, and I didn't know his mom was 6 feet and a state champion.
Yeah.
What the heck?
That's awesome.
I find that when the mom's tall, the kids have a really good shot. I think it's more on the mom.
Mm-hmm.
I think if you have a tall mom, you'll have tall kids.
Well, you're talking about Paul's video, Manning to Manning with the number 2 in between is where you can find that and look it up.
Boy, I'd like to see that too. Mannings love them. Anyway, let's check your weather. Meteorologist Greg Solier, brought to you by Kramer Siding and Window.
Your premier provider for home improvement, celebrating 70 years of service. In case you'd like to update those drafty doors and windows, you can find out about the 25% discount at kramersiding.com.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather. For Central Illinois, Champaign-Urbana vicinity. No organized rainfall other than a couple of sprinkles in spots for the day-to-day, so the dryness and drought-related issues continue on till further notice, or perhaps a good 7 to 10, if not 10 to 15 days out before anything organized in the moisture department gets ongoing. But a return to summer-like warmth coming our way. 69, the forecast high today. That's it, with a partly sunny sky and a couple of sprinkles in spots maybe later this morning and this afternoon. They'll be around early this evening, then partly cloudy, cooler on the overnight, low down to about 46 tomorrow, and Sunday sunshine the rule for the weekend. 73 tomorrow, cool at 44 tomorrow night, up to 74 on Sunday. Mid-70s continue on Monday, but then up near 80 on Tuesday. Wednesday we warm to about 84, 85 degrees, lower 80s on Thursday. A little backdoor cool front will come on by by the area. Late next week, no rainfall with that, but a partly cloudy, cooler Friday next week with high temperatures there into the 70s. Hot and humid out at Raleigh for the football game on Saturday. For CVJ Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Soldier.
Here's another home improvement insight from Kramer Siding and Window, a proud member of Prairie Home Alliance. A new front door can instantly upgrade the look of your home and make it more energy efficient. The Kramer Siding and Window team can also install French doors to your deck or patio, welcoming the outside in, or storm doors for an extra layer of protection against the elements. The estimate is free, financing is available, and the business is local. Schedule your beautiful new door today and save 25%. Call us, click on kramersiding.com, or visit the showroom in Champaign.
Bet365 is paying out before the final whistle.
Check out Bet365's unrivaled early payout offer. When you bet on a team to win and they take a 17-point lead, you get paid no matter the final score. Forget the final whistle and start counting that cash. Hold up, you get early payout on parlays too.
Download the app and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Illinois. T&Cs apply.
At ABC Heating and Air, it's our promise to help you always be comfortable. Do you need rescued because you're burning hot? Do you need rescued because your air is shot? Call ABC Heating and Air at 352-5400 and let us rescue you from the heat. ABC Heating and Air, 352-5400. Can't you see you need to call me at ABC? Call ABC Heating and Air. That's ABC Heating and Air, 352-5400.
Since 1929, Christie Clinic has strived to provide high-quality care with a personal touch. To continue our mission of we listen, we care, we are seeking engaged team members who are focused on improving patient lives, adding value, and increasing capacity to better serve our growing community. Christie Clinic offers competitive pay, great benefits, and advancement opportunities. Come join our team. Visit ChristieClinic.com to view open positions and apply.
Hi, this is Les Hovland with Philo Exchange Bank. At our banks, we know the hearts of our communities beat with the rhythm of agriculture. Ag lending continues to be something we've excelled at for over 140 years. To you, the farmer, your business has been built on trusted relationships. When it comes to your banking relationship, we want to be your trusted partner.
Philo Exchange Bank, hometown community banking since 1883. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Drive in, drive out. Recycling's what Max is all about. You can make some cash and do your share. We make it really simple because we care. It doesn't matter large or small. Our friendly staff will handle it all. Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
Trinity Home Medical in Central Illinois has you covered. For 22 years, they've been your trusted source for medical support. Now they're excited to offer continuous glucose monitors. No more finger sticks. Get real-time glucose readings to avoid dangerous spikes and crashes. Most insulin-dependent diabetics qualify through insurance, and they handle everything: insurance processing, delivery, education, and support. Call Trinity Home Medical today at 877-663-0202 or visit trinityyhme.com. When the storm rolls in, where will you go? Don't wait until it's too late. Protect your family with a custom storm shelter from Berg Septic and Storm Shelter Services. At Berg Tanks, their shelters are fiberglass and plate steel safe rooms that can be installed in your garage or exterior, in ground, or on a concrete pad. Built to withstand the toughest storms, giving you a safe, secure place when you need it most. Whether you need a compact unit for a small space or a larger shelter for the whole family, they've got you covered. Their expert team handles everything from excavation to installation, so you can have peace of mind before the next storm strikes. Berg Septic also specializes in septic pumping, new system installation, grease trap cleanings, repairs, and maintenance plans to keep your home running smoothly. Call Berg Septic and Storm Shelter Services today at 217-367-8632 or visit them online at bergtanksinc.com. That's BERG tanksinc.com.
Kick off football season like a pro with the world's largest sports book at your fingertips. Circus Sports Illinois. It's sports betting the way it should be, with high app limits, low holds, exceptional customer service, and no bet fees ever. Other books may charge you just to get on the field, but with Circus Sports, every play is yours to call. Start betting like a pro from anywhere, anytime in Illinois. Download your new bookie today at circusports.com. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You're listening to WSJK ESPN 93.5 Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, your home for the St. Louis Cardinals.
Another worse than expected jobs report. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News, showing there wasn't much hiring last month, just 22,000 jobs created.
Unemployment rate coming in as expected, 4.3%, so that would be higher than July's 4.2%.
Fox Business Network's Lauren Simonetti also has changes made to prior months' hiring.
June, it was revised down by 27,000, getting you to negative 13,000, and the change for July up by 6,000, getting you to 79,000.
Well, those are much lower revisions than we got in the July jobs report that cut hiring by about 500,000 jobs for May and June, prompting President Trump to fire the head of the Bureau of Labor Statistics. He has not reacted yet to this morning's update. Later today, we'll get another Trump executive order that'll make the Defense Department war again, rebranding it to a name it used to be called.
Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth will also be referred to as Secretary of War, according to the White House. The order instructs Hegseth to propose both legislative and executive actions to make the name change permanent, one of several initiatives the Trump administration is taking as part of what it calls its Warrior Ethos campaign. Public-facing websites and signage at the Pentagon will also reflect the name change.
Fox's Jared Halpern at the White House. The Trump D.C. crime crackdown will continue. The National Guard deployment will be extended through November. The president says it's made Washington virtually crime-free, and he's planning to send troops to other cities like Chicago. Illinois Democratic Governor J.B. Pritzker plans to file a lawsuit when that happens.
We heard that would begin early on Saturday morning.
Russia's leaders reacting to a plan by 26 European countries to send troops to Ukraine after the war with Russia ends as a force to guarantee security.
Vladimir Putin issued a warning for those nations to keep troops out of Ukraine before the war is over. During a panel at the Eastern Economic Forum, Putin said, quote, "If any troops appear there, especially now while fighting is ongoing, we assume that they will be legitimate targets."
That's Tanya J. Powers. America's listening to Fox News.
Here's the tale of the daily Medfill. Same old pharmacy, same old bill, but those prices kept rising higher still.
Till the savings wrangler rode in, cool as can be. Tap Good RX, saving massively.
No plan? Don't matter none. Up to 80% off. Deals are done.
Discounts hitting harder than Ma's chili. Dang. That one little app does all the rest.
Save time and money on prescriptions.
Check Good RX. Good RX is not insurance.
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Well, again, our top Fox story, another weaker than expected jobs report showing only 22,000 created last month, way less than the prediction of 75,000. The unemployment rate ticked up. But on Wall Street, mixed bag. Dow futures are down slightly, but they're up almost 200 points for the NASDAQ. President Trump likes that RFK Jr. is different, reiterating his support for the Health and Human Services Secretary following a Senate hearing that got heated.
It is in the country's best interest that Robert Kennedy step down, and if he doesn't, Donald Trump should fire him before more people are hurt by his reckless disregard for science and the truth.
And then Kennedy told Senator Ron Wyden, a Democrat,
"You've sat in that chair for how long? 20, 25 years, while the chronic disease in our children went up to 76%. And you said nothing."
Senate Democrats sparring with Secretary Robert Kennedy Jr., who defended recent firings at the CDC.
We are the sickest country in the world. That's why we have to fire people at the CDC.
While several Republicans applauded Kennedy's efforts to make America healthy again, like his push to remove artificial dyes from foods, it wasn't a totally unified GOP front. John Barrasso, the number 2 Senate Republican, says he's grown concerned over the firings and HHS's skepticism of certain vaccines. Majority Leader John Thune says there's some questions that need to be answered. On Capitol Hill, Ryan Schmelz, Fox News.
The NFL's returned, and the season opener got dramatic in the opening seconds.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Defense number 98. Number 98's defense actions has disqualified him from the game.
Whoa! The Eagles' defensive lineman Jalen Carter was ejected on NBC for spitting on Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott in a game that also had a long lightning weather delay. Philadelphia ended up winning. The Philadelphia Eagle defending Super Bowl champions beat Dallas 24-20. I'm Dave Anthony, and this is Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. Champaign-Urbana Public Health hosting a car seat inspection event Monday. It'll be 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the North Parking Lot Garage at 201 West Kenyon Road in Champaign. Certified child passenger safety techs and instructor proxy techs will help parents and guardians with proper installation as well as safety information. Some Catholic churches in central Illinois changing their security policies after a shooting in Minneapolis last week, killing 2, hurt 21 others. St. Matthew's Roman Catholic Church in Champaign locking its doors during weekend mass services after already locking school mass doors for years. Muhammad adding a new Country Inn and Suites hotel off Interstate 74. New construction part of the village's comprehensive redevelopment plan on Prairie View Road and the East 150 corridor has been in full swing for several months now. The administrator says the new development benefits the community and the school district as well. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
Thank you, Jim. Appreciate it. 8:06. We got Jeff Wilson trying to be the next congressman.
Hey, Stevie.
How are you, Jeff?
I'm doing great. It's a wonderful, beautiful day here in central Illinois.
How many pairs of shoes have you gone through so far?
That's a lot of walking.
Yeah.
And a lot of talking.
You look good.
Well, my wife's here with me. She takes excellent care of me.
Yes. Well, you've got vim and vigor.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I love your sign. Bring back the chief. And make Illinois great.
That's Mitch. Although I agree with it, it's not my building. But we like the chief. So, meteorologist Greg Solier has brought us some idyllic weather, my friend. It's been a wonderful run, just like it was bad for how many weeks when we had heat indices in the hundreds. Meteorologist Greg Solier has rejoined us. All right, and hot at Durham, North Carolina tomorrow for the Illinois Duke game at 11 a.m. I know it's going to be in the 90s.
Yeah, they'll be well into the 80s at kickoff. That's what I think an 11 o'clock kickoff out that way. So, somewhere between about 85, 87 degrees later in the ball game, maybe towards the fourth quarter. They'll be probably a little bit north of about 90 out there. So, proper hydration, all that kind of stuff for the team and anybody else going out there.
Well, Dave Gentry might drive all night to get there now. You could probably
I'm sure he will. What a pleasure it was to have him.
No, he's still here.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not leaving.
Good.
I'm just hanging out.
That's the way to do it.
It's so funny. He said, "Hey there," and you knew immediately who it was last
Absolutely.
time.
I kind of suspected it when you opened up that sentence that, he's come over to our side.
We love the other side, too. We love them all.
Yes, we do.
And we've been around long enough to work for them all, too. So
that's
there's that.
Yes.
It's Jeff Wilson in a second, meteorologist Greg Solier. All right, sir, talk to me about my weekend here. We got my daughter Grace is having a baby in about 4.5 weeks.
Okay.
Maybe sooner. Yeah. And we're having a baby shower on Sunday, so I've got to clean the yard just a little bit more. But, so weather looks good for the baby shower for Grace.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, winds will be light. Temperatures comfortable. We'll probably be somewhere into the low to mid-70s during the course of Sunday afternoon around here. Lots of sunshine. And, picture perfect. Good as it gets for a baby shower or anything you got up your sleeve this upcoming weekend, including early harvest operations. That's going on, and you can certainly testify to the dryness and drought out there in a severe category now in the northwestern and northern Champaign County. Everybody else either abnormally dry to moderate drought. Gets quickly better as you get up through Fort and Iroquois counties and northward from there, but maybe a few weeks before anything gets going in the organized rainfall department, so it should be an early and often harvest season in our general neck of the woods and probably across the Corn Belt at large. And despite the drier spells around here, still 60-65% of that corn crop nationally across the entire area as well, 60 to 65% good and excellent. Out to the
Loretta this morning. We got temps in the 50s, and it'll be a day's worth of partly sunny, breezy, cooler weather with maybe a sprinkle coming along late morning or afternoon. High temperature just about 69 to 70. That's about 12 shy of normal. 46 tonight with an evening sprinkle chance. And for the weekend, sunshine. 73 tomorrow, 74 on Sunday, and 76 on Monday. A big warm-up next week. We're not done with summertime around here by any means. A high near 80 on Tuesday, into the 80s next Wednesday and Thursday. No rain in the forecast for next week as well. For CVJ Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
We are your home for the Chicago Bears. In our family, we have Q96 WQQB. Bears play Monday Night Football against those Vikings. Can the Bears make the playoffs? Well, since we have them on radio, we certainly hope so. Anyway, Jeff Joniak, and also I think Jeff's going to be on the program next week. Jeff Joniak, Tom Thayer, and it's on Q96, Q96.1, Bears football all year long. Jeff Wilson for Congress, Republican candidate for the 13th Congressional District. Jeff, why?
Why? Because Illinois is worth saving, and the United States is worth protecting, especially for faith, family, and freedom. And hey, I did want to say congratulations, Grandpa.
Thank you.
How many grandkids now?
Nathaniel Allison had one January, a baby girl, and then we have a baby girl coming, so 2 this year. We're really thankful.
Congratulations.
How many do you have?
We have 11.
Oh, my word.
8 kids, 11 grandkids.
Wow.
It's pretty awesome. And our kids are worth saving. Kids are worth protecting. And right now, you know, how the Democrats have run the state and the previous administration has just made it very difficult for families to live here in Illinois and made it very difficult for jobs. Most jobs are fleeing, so we need jobs and more jobs here in Illinois. And I would like to see me having a nuclear background, 30 years in nuclear engineering.
Like a nuclear engineer, right?
Yeah, master's degree at U of I. I'd like to see more energy jobs right here in Illinois to both create, one small modular reactor is about 1,000 jobs for 5 years direct, and that's extra 2,000 on top of that. So that's what we need to see here in Illinois. Less solar, less wind, and more nuclear.
Certainly an interesting district here. I believe you have constituents south of St. Louis.
Well, what do you think about that?
I think that's a long way.
We have like the northwest corner of St. Clair County, and East St. Louis is the southern part of the district. It's kind of shaped like a snake. I don't know who came up with that idea, but I think Mr. JB said a kindergartner with a crayon. But that means he approved that, though. So think about this. But anyway, there's about 7 counties. Starts here in Champaign-Urbana, races over to Monticello, Decatur, down to part of Springfield, down through Macoupin County. And
I'm in Champaign City, but I don't think my house is in your district.
No, sir. Philo is conveniently cut out.
I'm in Champaign, but I'm in West Champaign, so I don't think you're.
Oh, you might be.
If
you're in Robeson Meadows area.
Yeah, I'm a little west of that.
Oh my goodness!
He's out there in the wilderness.
Yeah, drew my house out of it, I think.
Well, they didn't want your vote, but
all right. So what? And this is really we have 17. Is it Democrats and 3 Republicans represented? Mary Miller is one of 3.
Well, yes. So there are in Illinois, which is a large state, it's about the 5th, 6th largest state in the union. It has 17 congressional districts with 2 senators. Used to have 18, then a bunch of people
moved out, right?
People moved out. It got from 18 to 17. And right now, the conservative voice is absolutely marginalized because only 3 Republicans, 3 conservative representatives are in Congress, 3 out of 17. That's about 17%. And as you know, Trump won about 45% in Illinois. So practically, in reality, there should be 7 or 8 congressional districts that represent Illinois, because the decisions made in Congress definitely affect Illinois, but the Illinois delegation is primarily dominated by the progressives in Chicago.
All right, so what do you believe?
What do I believe?
What do you believe? Tell people who Jeff Wilson is and what you stand for.
Well, number 1, I believe in God. And number 2, I believe that the United States is the greatest country that has ever existed on the face of the earth, and that our Constitution principles, and the basis for our government needs to be preserved and protected. And I believe that America should be first and strong. Also, that Illinois itself, Illinois should be a great place to live, to work, and to raise a family, and to be safe all at the same time. So I'm here to take your voice to Washington, D.C., because a lot of most of our conservative voice has been marginalized. We need to take your voice, your family values, back to Washington, D.C., and stand up for you.
What's the makeup of the district? Democrat, Republican, how's it drawn?
Very good. Good question. So it was gerrymandered. Well, originally, this has been over 100 years the Republican district. And then after 2020...
Tim Johnson used to be the 13th.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. And also Rodney Davis.
And
also John Shimkus.
Yes.
All those. So what happened was, after the 2020, the Democrats, supermajority, figured out how to create a very thin, 175-mile-long district that maybe is somewhere between 2 miles thick and 24 miles wide, and carved in all the different university districts, urban districts, carved out most of the rural districts, and there's 750,000 people in this district. It was created as a D+3, and a D+3 means, on average, there's 3% more registered Democrats in the district than there are Republicans.
So it's not a slam dunk Democrat.
No, sir.
So, okay, the incumbent is Nikki Baczynski?
Yes.
And she's from Decatur?
No,
she's up north.
Is she north?
Is. Yeah, so she has an interesting history. So she was a advocate for Joe Biden, a political advocate for J.B. Pritzker, was on his transition team. She spent most of her life in politics advocating for progressive ideas. So she really hasn't advocated for Illinois and for people. Unlike myself,
she is a progressive?
Oh, I would. There's no doubt about it.
She believes boys should play in girls' sports?
Yes.
Does she support police?
Marginally.
Okay.
Marginally. So marginally, maybe if it's for her own protection. I didn't really say that. So anyway, I would say that we need safety and security, secure borders, and we no longer should be or have to be or want to be or need to be a sanctuary state. So Illinois belongs to Illinoisans. The United States belongs to the people that are the citizens of the United States. And that's what I support.
All right, so as far as the...
let's go back to D3. So what that means is...
Democrat +3.
Yes, sir. So in reality, it's about 60% independent is the district.
Oh.
Which is pretty interesting. 60% independent, and so then you have maybe 22% Democrat registered and 18 to 19% Republican.
Less and less of the parties these days. It's nationally, It's more independent now.
Yes. Yeah. Most people want common sense. They want reasonable approaches, reasonable solutions. Like it's an 80-20 issue to keep men out of women's sports.
No, I know.
That's an 80-20
But
issue.
you think Nikki totally endorses that? I don't know. I would hope not, but maybe.
Well, one would hope not, but where is the Democratic Party?
Right.
Where is 90% of the Democratic Party? Where is it? It's going to the far... If you want to know the future Democratic Party, just look at the mayor race in New York.
Do you hear what's going on out there? Zevron Mandani is supposed to win, but they're trying to give Eric Adams a job in the administration. And then also give Chris Sliva, the Republican, a job in the administration. They show that Andrew Cuomo wins over Mamdani 52-41 if it's just a two-man race.
Well,
that's what they're trying to do.
Really interesting. But we don't want that in Illinois. I suppose the Chicago mayor is a lot similar.
You don't think government-run grocery stores would be efficient?
Government has never been successful at really anything other than blowing things up. So, I mean, the strong military, like they blew up this little tiny boat there in the Gulf of America. So that's what we're good at. We're terrible at running stores, running businesses. The government needs to be small, as designed, to protect our country, protect the sea lanes, protect commerce, but not get into the business of stores.
You don't think a government worker would go find if there's more ketchup in the back for me?
More ketchup.
I'm not sure the motivation will be there.
You know what?
I'm just being, cynical.
They said that about the airport people too.
Yeah,
look what a success that's
there
been.
You go.
So America is best when we have limited government, a lot less regulation, And the American ingenuity, which has been around for over 200 years, creates the biggest economy on the world today. Just let farmers farm and workers work, and government just stay in your own corner. That's what I would like to see.
Well, here's a curveball for you, Jeff, because I didn't think I was going to ask you this, but I will. Where are we on AI? Where are you on AI? Artificial intelligence could start running everything is the way it's sounding, and it's going at a breakneck speed where we don't know ethical things. We don't know where does it begin and end, and certainly Congress is going to have to be part of something, I would think, with AI.
I would agree so, but artificial intelligence is the way of the future. So you could just think about how many buggy whips are you selling today? Like zero, right? Because
It changes
it's just the
evolution.
progress
Yeah,
of technology. And AI, just like any technology, can be a force for good and a force for evil. It just depends on its application and who uses it, and then have the proper guidelines, boundaries, but not, I don't think the government should say and tell you exactly how to use it, but they need to have some boundaries that protect the citizens and the country. I use AI, you use AI. If you have a cell phone, you're using AI.
Well, I mean, I'm asking AI questions all the time.
Well, me too. I asked, how many grandkids does Stevie J have?
Yeah, it doesn't have that.
No.
Listen, it's amazing, the tools. I don't think we'll ever see a human at McDonald's again eventually.
Well,
right?
you don't. When you go to McDonald's, you don't really go to the counter. Where do you go? The kiosk. You go to the kiosk. And most fast foods are the kiosks,
I
right?
didn't know.
I don't.
Yeah.
I just go to the drive up and I don't worry about it.
I honestly, I didn't know they had kiosks at McDonald's.
AI
How long has it been?
is very powerful. It's very
Shazam!
Yeah, I went in there and looked and went, are you kidding?
You push the button
They
on
go,
what you want?
Here, let us show you. I said, you're not showing me anything. I'm out of here.
Yeah, that's right. A little bit too
So the
much.
key thing, though, is for the United States to be dominant in the AI field.
Yeah, but there's certainly a race,
That
right?
is the
China
most-
is all
yes.
over it too, right?
Yes,
And we definitely
right.
don't want to lose something like that.
No, sir.
We better
actually
be on.
don't. No. We want to be number one because
All right.
that's where we should be.
Jeff Wilson, you can hear, what do you have coming up Monday at the Champaign Public Library at September 8th? You're going to be debating your primary opponent at 9 a.m.?
9 a.m. is 9 a.m. is coffee. 9:30 we're having a discussion on who's the best candidate to defeat Nikki Brzezinski.
Okay.
And I would recommend that I'm the best candidate to win. So come to the Champaign Public Library.
9 o'clock coffee.
First floor, 9 o'clock
9:30.
coffee, 9:30 discussion.
I mean, seriously, it's a Monday at 9 a.m. Who comes to that? It's like working and stuff. I don't know how.
Actually, a lot of people
Really?
go.
Okay.
And it's run by the ASR, which is the Active Senior Republicans, and they have quite a strong group, and they do a lot of great things for here in Champaign County.
I think it's fabulous. You get a chance to, talk about what you believe, and people can hear you. The old days,
Yes.
I'm just not sure the time is optimal. I think maybe 7 at night or something where people.
Well, maybe we'll come back here and do
Okay.
one coffee here at 7 at night.
Yeah, nobody can stay up that late.
Yeah, that's right. True. That's
Take
true.
it from me. I get up about 1 o'clock in the morning, and by 5 or 6, I'm out.
Maybe we
you're
have
done.
a 3 a.m. thing.
Yeah. That's
Oh, I'm up for that.
prime for me.
That's great.
Dave Gentry will ask questions at 3 a.m. to Jeff Wilson. Listen, thank you for coming in, and thanks for participating in our process and taking on the 13th Congressional District.
Yeah,
which
it's
is
quite a process, right? So primary is the third week in March, but everyone
March
should
17.
remember that in Illinois, it's early elections 40 days prior. 40 days prior. So just because it's March 17th, you can all start voting 40 days prior.
All right, here comes the cynical. And about 40 days after.
Yeah, maybe it depends on which.
What the heck?
I'll stop there.
Well, we can't have election day, man. Back in my day, we did that. Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, Jeff, thank you for coming in, and good
Thank
luck
you.
to you. You got great energy, and I love what you believe, and so I'm rooting for you, man.
Thanks, Stevie.
Nice to
And
see you.
Dave Gentry and Diane. Great seeing you again. All
Becky,
right.
Becky,
bye.
thanks for coming in.
And then my wife's here. Thank
Yep.
you, Becky.
Yep. Thanks so much, Jeff Wilson, running for the 13th Congressional Monday Library. I mean, I think it'd be a good place to go get some free coffee, and then you sit and you talk to them and hear what the candidates believe, and choose who you want to choose. That's how it works, and we're hopeful that you support it. Monday, 9 a.m., Champaign Park Library. It's fun to go to the library. Just kind of a cool setting.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, ESPN 93.5, 8:24. We're going to get some Fox Business your way in just a moment.
Sounds good.
Busey's been around since 1868. That's a year after the University of Illinois started. And they can help you in a wide variety of things. Maybe you're in the kind of era of saving money for college. How much will you need? Nobody knows. However, you can save and then save a bunch and then keep saving. You can talk about the college savings account with somebody at Busey. They'll sit with you about that. 529 means you can defer. You can tax deferred and you get free from federal income taxes. It's an awesome deal. And then if you save too much, well, you're okay. You've got money. Set a goal, stick to it, choose a college savings plan, and they'll sit with you, no cost or obligation. Busey's financial advisor will help you understand the options and what will work best with your time frame. Invest in your child's future today with Busey. For a savings strategy for your family, visit Busey.com or stop by one of their many convenient locations. Investment product services not FDIC insured, may lose value, no bank guarantee since 1868. Busey, member FDIC.
I'm Charles Payne, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Hiring slumped last month. Just 22,000 new jobs were created in August. The unemployment rate rose to 4.3%, the highest rate since October of 2021. June and July's job creation together have been revised lower by 21,000. President Trump fired the Bureau of Labor Statistics director after May and June job creation were revised sharply lower. There's an acting director leading the department. The Federal Reserve meets September 16th and 17th. An interest rate cut to stabilize the job market is considered likely. Chipmaker Broadcom is seeing strong demand for artificial intelligence technology. The stock's rallying, but Lululemon is lowering expectations for the year. The end of discount international shipping cut into its profit. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Jenny Cosola. Invested in you.
I'm Dana Perino. This week on Perino on Politics, I am joined by the Senior Vice President of CRC Advisors, Matt Whitlock.
Listen and follow now at foxnewspodcast.com.
Or wherever you get your favorite podcasts.
Fox News is now streaming live on Fox One. The voices you trust, the stories you won't find anywhere else.
This is the story breaking right now.
Fox One, we live for live.
Try it free for 7 days. Offers are subject to change. Go to Fox One for complete terms and conditions.
We're back. Today's topic, home appliances. Our guest is Paul Reekin from Dick Van Dyke Appliance World.
Hey, Chris.
Caller, go ahead.
Yo, hey, I messed up.
Uh-oh.
I'm appliance shopping at a big box store. Can't seem to find anyone to help me. What do I do?
I get this one a lot. You actually may not find anyone.
What can be done?
Well, at Dick Van Dyke Appliance World, one of our trained low-pressure sales associates will greet you when you come in and be ready to find you the best deal on an appliance.
Great. I still don't see anyone here. Hello.
He's off the grid, Paul.
We'll get him the help he needs. Let's take another call.
You're on with Paul from Dick Van Dyke.
My oven is only a few years old and already needs a repair. I bought it from a store that said they have service. I haven't seen a repairman yet, and it's been 2 weeks.
Oh, this is a bad one. Ma'am, lots of stores claim to have repair service, but if they can't get to you in 2 days or less, that's not service at all. We'll get a factory-trained technician out to you right away.
Oh, thank you.
Wow.
When you buy from us, you get the whole store.
One unmistakable voice, one night only, an evening with Amy Grant, live in concert. Multiple Grammy and Dove Award winner, Amy Grant, live in concert. A night that will get your feet moving and your heart beating. Amy Grant, live in concert, September 22nd at the Virginia Theater in Champaign, Illinois. Tickets are on sale now at amygrant.com. Grab your friends and make plans now for the night you'll be talking about all year.
It's the Urbana Park District's second annual Central Illinois Bat Fest, happening Saturday, September 6th. Join them at the Anita Purvis Nature Center from 1 to 4:30 p.m. for a free, family-friendly afternoon all about one of nature's most fascinating creatures, bats. They have hands-on kid activities, live expert talks, exhibitor tables, and yes, food trucks to keep you fueled. Questions? Call 217-384-4062 or visit urbanaparks.org.
This is Starla Carr with Provident Financial Group. There's no one-size-fits-all retirement plan. Finding the right plan for you depends on many factors. The good news is we can help you improve your retirement readiness, whatever your situation. Contact us today at 217-366-3456 or find us online at providentfinancialgroupllc.com.
Securities and advisory services offered through Commonwealth Financial Network. Member FINRA SIPC, a registered investment advisor.
And what about Dixie Chopper? What do you got? Dedicated diesel.
The best prices you'll ever get on a Dixie Chopper. I'm looking at right now the list of a classic. The regular retails for $18,200. We're going to sell it for $12,500.
What?
Yep.
You're doing commercial. This is a no-brainer.
Yeah, we're gonna sell some of these things and move them out. A $7,500 Z2. We're gonna get rid of for $5,000.
Man.
$20,000 Eagle, 72-inch cut. It's there for $13,500.
Wow, it's the fastest lawnmowers in the world, called Dixie Chopper. Go to Dedicated Diesel. How would I reach Andy for that?
They can call Andy at 217-328-0562. Visit him at 1313 Triumph Drive in Urbana, or check him out on Dedicated Equipment on Facebook.
Back to school means back to Jets. Right now, get a build your own large 2-topping pizza for just $14.99 with code JETS101. Choose your crust, Detroit style, hand tossed, or thin, and make it yours with bold flavors like turbo, butter, garlic, or Cajun. Perfect for feeding hungry kindergartners all the way to worn out grad students. For a limited time, get your large 2-topping pizza for $14.99 now at jetspizza.com with code JETS101. It's not just pizza, it's Jets Pizza.
Fox News. I'm Chris Foster. President Trump hosted dinner for big tech leaders at the White House who took turns praising the president, Apple CEO Tim Cook.
I want to thank you for setting the tone such that we could make a major investment in the United States and have some key manufacturing, advanced manufacturing here.
The president today is expected to announce he's bringing back Department of War as a secondary title for the Department of Defense. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth teased it, speaking at Fort Benning, Georgia, to new military officers.
One of the benefits of being Secretary of Defense, maybe a slightly different title tomorrow, we'll see.
Congress changed the name to Defense Department in 1949. 22,000 jobs created last month, a worst monthly jobs report than most economists expected. America's listening to Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. Some Catholic churches in central Illinois changing their security policies after a shooting in Minneapolis last week, killing 2, hurt 21 others. St. Matthew's Roman Catholic Church in Champaign locking its doors during weekend mass services after already locking school mass doors for years. Muhammad adding a new Country Inn and Suites hotel off Interstate 74. New construction part of the village's comprehensive redevelopment plan on Prairie View Road and the East 150 corridor has been in full swing for several months now. The administrator says the new development benefits the community and the school district as well. Champaign-Urbana Public Health hosting a car seat inspection event Monday. It'll be 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the North Parking Lot Garage at 201 West Kenyon Road in Champaign. Certified child passenger safety techs and instructor proxy techs will help parents and guardians with proper installation as well as safety information. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
When the storm rolls in, where will you go? Don't wait until it's too late. Protect your family with a custom storm shelter from Berg Septic and Storm Shelter Services. At Berg Tanks, their shelters are fiberglass and plate steel safe rooms that can be installed in your garage or exterior, in ground, or on a concrete pad. Built to withstand the toughest storms, giving you a safe, secure place when you need it most. Whether you need a compact unit for a small space or a larger shelter for the whole family, they've got you covered. Their expert team handles everything from excavation to installation so you can have peace of mind before the next storm strikes. Berg Septic also specializes in septic pumping, new system installation, grease trap cleanings, repairs, and maintenance plans to keep your home running smoothly. Call Berg Septic and Storm Shelter Services today at 217-367-8632 or visit them online at bergtanksinc.com. That's BERGtanksinc.com.
Hi, Randy Graham here with Curtis Orchard. Our delicious donuts are back because we are open for the season. Wait till you see our expanded Land of Oz activities with more mazes, a basketball shootout, new games, and a shade pavilion. We're redoing our barn, and now you can watch artist Jose Vasquez create a new Oz mural. Follow Facebook for dates and times. Of course, we still have all your favorites like peaches, apples, produce, fritters and pies, cider slushies to beat the heat. Go to curtisorchard.com and like us on Facebook to find out more.
So good, everyone. Let's check weather. For East Central Illinois, Champaign-Urbana this Saturday. Dryness and drought-related issues continue on, but often running on early and often harvest going forward easily for the next 10 to 15 days across the area. Temperatures, too, forecast to return to more seasonal levels beginning into the early part of next week. Hot and humid at Raleigh-Durham for football Saturday out there with the Illini and Duke. They'll be kicking off with temperatures in the middle 80s and a forecast high later in the ballgame up north of 90 degrees. Back this way, only 69. That's it. With a partly sunny sky, normal high this time of the year at 82. West-northwesterly wind 10 to 20 miles per hour and gusty. Maybe a sprinkle comes along as well. Evening sprinkle chance, then cooler and partly cloudy, and the overnight diminishing west wind down to 46. Tomorrow mostly sunny and 73 with a northwest breeze into the low to mid 40s tomorrow night. 74 on Sunday. Monday high 76. We're back to around 80 on Tuesday. Low to mid 80s. That'll feel good next Wednesday and Thursday. Back down into the 70s for highs come next Friday. For TVJ Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solier.
Yeah, Dave Gentry's been hanging out with us. Morning show guy that retired, and now he still wakes up and wandered in this morning. You look good, man.
I was lost.
Welcome to the center of the universe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. Unity grad. Yeah. How's that work?
I don't know. I've often thought about
Brian
that.
Barnhart Unity grad.
Absolutely.
Right?
That's right.
And I don't know if there was like a instrumental person in our life in speech communication back in the day that might have gotten us started on this path. Does anybody come to mind? I mean, Polly
Mrs.
Anderson was in music.
Mrs. Freeberg was...
I never had her. She must have retired or quit when I was coming
she
up.
Left right after.
You.
I did about a year with her.
Okay.
She was like, that's enough.
But see, I had Mrs. Page in junior high, and she was instrumental in my career.
Yeah, her husband was
Keith Page, the weather guy over at Channel 15 WICD.
Right. Mm-hmm. All right, ties and tennies. Well, last night, Shauna Green was the keynote. She's the women's basketball coach at Illinois. I'm sure she did great.
She was a fabulous keynote speaker. I even took a few notes as she was talking, and she talked about being an elite person on her team for the women's basketball team. Energy, love, integrity, team, and enthusiasm is what the letters of elite, as we ponder that, and really got fired up. We want to start coming to more of her games. You know, she was pushing that and just going and being a fan right now and how good it is in Illini Nation, and just smiling and bringing it every day, showing up, bringing that joy to whatever you're doing. So I felt very good about it. And there was a $125,000 goal. And of course, she got us all inspired, and we made $144,000 for Champaign Park District scholarships by the end of the evening, and making such an impact on our lives as kids growing up, and first putting on those uniforms, and first getting the coaches in our life to say, you know, give it your best effort and to guide you and follow the rules and good sportsmanship and all the things we learn. And she said, we've got to give more kids these opportunities if they can't afford it. So that's what you're doing here today.
So we were bronze sponsors. Huh?
We were
at
Stevie J Broadcasting.
I don't see any other media in here.
I know it. That happens. I didn't see him when I was working the room a little bit, Stevie. That's one of my...
Anybody know you?
I had a few people hollering out Diane. It just warms my heart. I always thank everybody.
I mean,
they say that.
Diane's the best known woman in the town.
I mean, there's
true.
I mean, thank you. But anyway, speaking of that, it is going to be a busy weekend on Sunday because there's 2 walks for ALS at Hessel Park. Steps off at 10 a.m. and then at 4 o'clock. at Hazen Park. And that walkalschampaign.org is where you can get signed up. And they walk by Chuck Coberline's house, which is good. Very moving, and oftentimes he's out on the porch. And I'm telling you, this ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, is not good when you get that diagnosis. And to have the support that ALS is giving, United ALS Group, it's just fabulous, and the caretakers too. So keep that in mind on Sunday. We also have Candy Foster raising money for the Parkland Scholarships.
Candy Foster, he's a good dude. He really is.
I've met him over the years, but I haven't seen him in quite some time.
Guy's 87.
Isn't that
He's still
something?
singing, doing the thing.
Yeah.
So he's given back with a scholarship in his name to Parkland music and art students. And the first act goes on at 2. There's 4 bands, and the finale is Candy Foster and the Shades of Blue.
It seems like with performers, as long as they stay in harness, as long as they keep going, they do fine.
That's what we said when he came into the studio earlier this week. You know, you keep moving, and he's like, I just love it. I mean, look at us, Dave.
That is true. So I've had people, ask me, well, what are you going to do? I go, I don't know. I'm kind of enjoying my retirement right now. That lasted about 6 months. So.
You're looking great and feeling great. By the way, Mike and I did run over to Decatur and the Devon Amphitheater and saw that sold-out show of Alison Krauss last night.
How was that?
Oh, my goodness. She's so great.
Yeah.
Good crowd, I'm sure.
And she used to come in my office at Parkland.
Oh, did she really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Of course, I didn't know it back then.
Right.
I
And
was
Stevie
like,
talks
get out
about
of here, kid.
when she was a teenager.
Well, we talked to her. She was in People magazine when, like, say, 15 years old or something. But
just a soothing voice and so talented when
you
it
never
comes.
know.
That whole crew of bluegrass and fiddling so quickly and playing that violin, it was just amazing.
Be kind to all people because you don't know who's going to be the star, and they want to remember you fondly.
I learned that when I was a kid because my dad was in a country and western band, and a lot of these guys that came up that did bluegrass, did this, did that. I used to rap with them on Sunday morning.
That's awesome.
Oh, I love the storytelling.
Crashed in our living room.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, wonderful night on the 4th.
Awesome.
So,
well, Diane gets everywhere, but it's like 7 minutes each spot. I mean, you have so many things you touch.
Bursts.
Well, you get there and you move to the next one, move to the next one, but nobody's doing more events except Lou Lié. Lou Lié's doing more than
That's
you.
That's true.
Lou and Mary Lié in their 90s are doing more.
Go line on.
Nobody does more. I'm stunned.
He's fabulous.
I mean, Gentry.
It doesn't look to me like he's slowed down.
No. I mean, I'm on Facebook all the time, and I just I go do something for an hour, and I'm pretty whipped.
Oh, yeah.
It's 8:41.
We're back. Today's topic, home appliances. Our guest is Paul Reekin from Dick Van Dyke Appliance World.
Hey, Chris.
Caller, go ahead.
Yo, hey, I messed up.
Uh-oh.
I'm appliance shopping at a big box store. Can't seem to find anyone to help me. What do I do?
I get this one a lot. You actually may not find anyone.
What can be done?
Well, at Dick Van Dyke Appliance World, one of our trained low-pressure sales associates will greet you when you come in and be ready to find you the best deal on an appliance.
Great. I still don't see anyone here. Hello.
He's off the grid, Paul.
We'll get him the help he needs. Let's take another call.
You're on with Paul from Dick Van Dyke.
My oven is only a few years old and already needs a repair. I bought it from a store that said they have service. I haven't seen a repairman yet, and it's been 2 weeks.
Oh, this is a bad one. Ma'am, lots of stores claim to have repair service, but if they can't get to you in 2 days or less, that's not service at all. We'll get a factory-trained technician out to you right away.
Oh, thank you.
Wow.
When you buy from us, you get the whole store.
Carpet Weaver's Labor Day sale is here with big savings, a huge selection, and everything you need to update your home. Choose Mohawk waterproof luxury vinyl floors or Mohawk Revwood, and the installation is half off. Buy Mohawk carpet and the installation is free. Plus, get up to $1,000 rebate on Mohawk carpets and floors, and get instant rebates on all furniture and rugs. All with special 2 years free financing. Don't miss the Labor Day sale, only at Carpet Weavers.
Jesse with Land's Drain Cleaning. Do you have your sewer line cleaned every year? Are you constantly getting roots or blockages? Why deal with that headache year after year? Call Land's Drain Cleaning today at 217-355-5512 to have our expert staff come out, clean your line. We give you a free camera inspection, show you what's wrong, where it's at, and then we can offer you a repair for that problem so you don't have to deal with it again. Land's Drain Cleaning. Why call anyone else?
All right, so let's talk about it. What about Gail Frericks Trucking? How are you with drivers, et cetera? How's it going?
Hey, we're coming down to the time where we're going to get some grain going in the fields. Our regional over-the-road trucks are pretty well full, but what we do is have a couple of spots that we bring in some new people to start out hauling the grain out of the field. They're home every night. They make good money, and they work a lot over 6 or 7 weeks. That's all dictated by the weather, so if the weather's good on the weekend, we're going. And then those people just transition into a regional job when the grain's done.
Awesome. Need good people for that, for sure.
Yep, need 2 or 3 good people for that. We'll be starting here in probably 3 or 4 weeks.
How do you get that process started, Tim Onstadt?
They can get me at TIMO@GFTLOG.com. They can call the office at 765-793-7131.
And you hit number 4 for that auto
number
attendant.
4 on the auto attendant, yeah.
Fighting Illini football is back as they take on Western Michigan in Memorial Stadium, Saturday, September 13th. It's Family Day and Youth Sports Day. Bring out your family and friends to enjoy some food, tailgating, and Illinois football. Limited tickets remain. For more information and special deals, visit fightingillini.com/promotions.
Yep. It's Illinois Duke. We are 2.5-point favorites. Tomorrow's football game.
Going to be a warm one, according to our meteorologist Greg Soye. 11 a.m. kickoff, though.
Yeah, Brett Bielema on the road, non-conference stuff.
So crazy, but when I was in the league, I remember, Bill, when we were getting ready to do my first playoff game, he actually showed how playoff teams on the road at home actually fared better over a 2-year window that I studied, right? So it really kind of opened my eyes up to just the true discrepancy. But I think the big thing is on when you haven't been to a place, right? Like there's just all kinds of semantics. I love divisional play because you play the same teams and you have a little recall. But I think just the excitement to play a team as good as Duke, to play some of the caliber of players they have out there. I have a huge respect, Manny, and then of course our guys are aware that he was at Penn State, so I think our offensive guys are really wired into that. But I think these games are fun for everybody around. I think it brings up a lot of, obviously I've been asked to do a lot of media this week. I think that was because of who we were playing, not because of us. I think it's because, Duke's a really good football team, and to get a chance for 2 teams to meet early, I think is a good deal.
Yeah, it's an $8 million quarterback, too. There's got to be pressure on you when you're an $8 million quarterback. Oh, by the way, anybody see that game last night? Dallas totally could have won that.
Yeah, Philadelphia came out on top, though.
24-20, but before the game, the best defensive player that Philadelphia had,
Jackson Carter,
got kicked out of the game for spitting on Dak Prescott before a play was run.
Maybe he didn't know who it was.
6 seconds into the game.
Well, they were ready to run the first play of the game, and Dak's kind of looking at him. I don't know why the delay to set the ball and all that, but Dak spits, but it hits the ground kind of near him. And he said, "You spitting at me?" And they kind of went mask to mask. And then he spit on the guy's chest in front of the referee.
Oh, no.
So he had to
do that.
He had to go to the showers.
Huh.
He was kicked out.
Wow.
Best defensive player Philadelphia had. Anyway, Dallas had a chance to win that game. They played with really good energy. I really close. So
yeah.
Good way to start NFL. Good game.
That's right. And Kansas City's in LA for the Chargers tonight. Of course, local football, Centennial and Central should be a good one. And Unity's at Monticello. We have a star on that here in Rocket Nation. By the way, we have Homecoming sold out now with USC on September 13th.
Do we know the time yet of that thing?
And so
I hope it's late. I don't like the 11 o'clock
the Western
games.
Michigan.
That's 6 p.m. in Western Michigan.
And so we have 3 sold out games. So pretty cool. We have our Illinois volleyball team in South Bend, Indiana for Notre Dame at 5:30 tonight, and then 2 o'clock on Sunday in Louisville if you want to follow our Illini volleyball. And we have the Cubs over on US 105.9 with the 1:20 start. Here on ESPN 93.5, 7:15 first pitch against the San Francisco Giants.
Get the roof your home deserves by Roof Doctors, your residential roofing specialist that has always offered the best warranties in the industry, like our non-prorated 50-year warranty. Our customers love that we are family-owned and locally operated. We make our customer needs our top priority. With over 30 years experience and the best customer service, give Roof Doctors a call today for your free estimate at 328-7529. In your community and for your community, Roof Doctors.
What is most important to you in your life? This is Eric Boland with Provident Financial Group. Whether you're launching a career, raising a family, planning for retirement, or creating a legacy, we can help. At Provident, we provide strategic thinking and perspective that help clients like you realize their goals. Contact us today at 217-366-3456 or find us online at providentfinancialgroupllc.com.
Securities and advisory services offered through Commonwealth Financial Network. Member FINRA SIPC, a registered investment advisor.
Back to school means back to Jets. Right now, get a build-your-own large two-topping pizza for just $14.99 with code JETS101. Choose your crust, Detroit style, hand-tossed, or thin, and make it yours with bold flavors like turbo, butter, garlic, or Cajun. Perfect for feeding hungry kindergartners all the way to worn-out grad students. For a limited time, get your large two-topping pizza for $14.99 now at jetspizza.com with code JETS101. It's not just pizza, it's Jets Pizza. Stevie J Broadcasting and Parlor Donuts want to send you to see the number 12th ranked Fighting Illini football team's home opener. Text Illini to 217-359-2255 and you could be on your way August 29th against Western Illinois. Stop by Parlor Donuts in the Old Farm Shops on Kirby and Madison Champaign before the game to try their layered donuts, cold brews, blended treats, and more. Text Illini to 217-359-2255 to win Illini football tickets with Parlor Donuts and Stevie J Broadcasting.
You have money laying all around your house. You just don't know it. And no, I don't mean selling your great-grandma's good china. I mean all the old metal items you don't want to use or get rid of. Don't pay someone to haul it away. Bring it into Max Twin City Recycling and get paid to have it taken off your hands. They love new customers and are more than willing to walk you through their process step by step. Come check them out at 2808 North Lincoln Avenue in Urbana.
Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
Gonna be beautiful weather around here. We're talking middle 70s, delightful stuff. Let's check our weather with our meteorologist, Greg Solier.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather. Free Central Illinois, Champaign, Urbana, this Saturday. No organized rainfall other than a couple of sprinkles in spots for the day today. So the dryness and drought-related issues continue on till further notice, or perhaps a good 7 to 10, if not 10 to 15 days out before anything organized in the moisture department gets ongoing. But a return to summer-like warmth coming our way. 69, the forecast high today. That's it with a partly sunny sky and a couple of sprinkles in spots maybe later this morning and this afternoon. They'll be around early this evening, then partly cloudy, cooler on the overnight, low down to about 46 tomorrow, and Sunday sunshine the rule for the weekend. 73 tomorrow, cool at 44 tomorrow night, up to 74 on Sunday. Mid-70s continue on Monday, but then up near 80 on Tuesday. Wednesday we warm to about 84, 85 degrees, lower 80s on Thursday. Little backdoor cool front will come on by the area. Late next week, no rainfall with that, but a partly cloudy, cooler Friday next week with high temperatures there into the 70s. Hot and humid out at Raleigh for the football game on Saturday. For CVJ Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solier.
When feeling better can't wait, visit Christie Clinic Convenient Care. Convenient locations, hours to fit your schedule, and no appointment necessary. Plus, you don't have to be a Christie Clinic patient. Receive health care when and where you need it with Christie Clinic Convenient Care. Christie Clinic accepts Health Alliance and most other major insurance plans. Visit ChristieClinic.com to find the convenient care closest to you.
From computer systems to brakes and tires too, at PDR, fixing cars is what they do. Remember, when you turn the key and the car won't run, call 367-9481 or use their dedicated text-only line at 383-0619. Additional information including repair quotes and online scheduling requests available from the website at pdrauto.com. Remember, they are what's best for your truck or car. They are PDR. Here's the deal. When you combine State Farm home and auto insurance, you save an average of $889. State Farm agent Kurt Lenschow is ready to help you combine home and auto and save right here in Champaign-Urbana. Call 352-1411 today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Average annual per household savings based on a 2019 national survey by State Farm of new policyholders who reported savings by switching to State Farm.
Yeah, if I walk by a counter and nobody's there, I might buy a Powerball. $1.7 billion. Mm-hmm. I like it to be at a point where you could buy a professional sports team. And there's something out there for that. It'd be lower rung, but...
Sure.
something you could purchase. No, I think, can you imagine the good you could do at $1.7 billion?
Yeah.
One lump sum was what, though?
Like $660 maybe on this.
Who's getting all that money?
Right.
But you might not be around for 30 years for the payout, though. So you might as well.
It's true.
Yeah.
I'd take the money.
I'd take the money.
Take the big payout.
So is that $629 after taxes, or you got to be taxed on top of that?
And I'm not sure how that
That's
looks.
it.
I think they take so much out because you pay it off in perpetuity.
Yeah, right.
So
well, the Powerball, $2, one ticket.
Right, Saturday night drawing.
And then I never look at it until I hear somebody in Philo, Illinois
That's
about the
right.
winning, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So then you've got a better chance now for sure.
Sure.
But the chances of that, Gentry, is I'm on the moon and I throw it at the United States and it has to land in my backyard. 1 in 290 million, isn't it? Not 290 million to 1.
Something like
at
that.
least Illinois is in it now. We don't have to send Ed Bond to Indiana to buy those
That's
things.
right.
Remember that?
Uh-huh. And I tell you what, right over the border, and you'd have a lot of people at that gas station because that's
no doubt.
But $1.7 billion Saturday night. Good luck.
Why were we late to that party, I wonder?
I know.
Anyway, Dave Gentry, thanks for visiting us. It's nice
to be
nice
with
to
you.
see you,
Awesome.
man. And way to wake
Give
up.
Devin our best. Have a great weekend.
We'll do that.
Have a good weekend. Nice to see you. Go Illini. That's Dave Gentry kind of hanging out this morning. It was a pleasure seeing him.
Absolutely.
We've known each other a few years. Okay. Thank you, Diane.
Enjoy the weekend.
That's Diane Ducey. I'm Stevie J. Have a blessed weekend. Michelle Thornsborough. She is, along with her husband Brad, the owner of Grizzly's Chimney Service. Why are you so focused on taking care of people?
I enjoy relationships. I enjoy relationships in our community. It's very important to me. Like I said, they're an extended part of our family. We've grown our business that way, and I enjoy that part of running a business. And so all of our customers are very valuable. I've learned from them, and I hope that they've learned from us. Connect with us by visiting our website, grizzlysweep.com, or you can visit our Facebook page.
Hi, this is Chris Vandeventer with Philo Exchange Bank. We've defined hometown banking for 14 decades. We've been a legacy of trust and dedication. We believe in the power of a community where every neighbor is a member of our family and not just another name. Unlike many other banks, our lending decisions are made within the walls of the bank. Quite simply, local banking means you get what you need quickly and efficiently.
Philo Exchange Bank, hometown community banking since 1883. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At Pards in Urbana, the boots just keep on coming. They're known for their huge collection of men's cowboy boots, women's cowgirl boots, kids' boots, and even shoes. If you're searching for top footwear brands, look no further than Pards. They carry a wide variety, including Ariat, Dan Post, Smoky Mountain, Roper, Double H, and more. And if socks or accessories are what you need, they've got all your high-quality essentials. Since 1968, Pards has been serving their customers with high-quality merchandise. And if you haven't been to Pards in a while, a lot has changed. Go check them out just off University Avenue in Urbana.
Check out the Urbana Market at the Square, 7 a.m. till noon, rain or shine at Illinois and Vine through October 30th. Get tasty sweet corn, melons, peaches, produce, and squash. There's so many local farmers with vegetables fresh from their gardens. Unique soap vendors with lovely scents, plus flowers and honey. Enjoy Food Truck Row as you fuel up for a great Saturday morning in downtown Urbana. Saturdays from 7 a.m. to noon, rain or shine. For more details, visit urbanamarket.org.
Drive in, drive out. Recycling's what Max is all about. You can make some cash and do your share. We make it really simple because we care. It doesn't matter large or small. Our friendly staff will handle it all. Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
Reggie, tell me why you love real estate.
Oh gosh, I'm on my 19th year in real estate, and the best part about it all truly is the friendships you make. Just the lifestyle, that culture in our office. I mean, I just love what it's given me for my life, especially when it's a win-win transaction and people move into their homes. It's really wonderful to see their dreams come true.
How do I reach out to you?
First of all, I've got a website, ReggieTaylorHomes.com. My phone number is 217-419-0141, and my email email address is rtaylor@caldwellhomes.com.
Why do you like what you do?
I really enjoy helping either a buyer or seller to get to the next chapter. And they're relying on Reggie and I to help them achieve their next goal.
You're their realtor.
We're their realtor. It's Taylor Folt's team, Coldwell Banker Real Estate Group. You can find me on the internet at dianafoltz.com. Cell phone number is 217-840-4133. And my email is diana@dianafoltz.com.
Sarah Champagne Managing Partner Ben Quattrone.
We're always looking for people. You can go online and apply on our website. We never know what we're going to need. We're always expanding. We're always building more and growing our business. If we don't need a person and they come along and we find out that they're an eagle, they're a star, we'll hire them. We'll put them somewhere and wait for the spot we're going to have them working.
Learn more at sarahchampagne.com. Trinity Home Medical in Central Illinois has you covered. For 22 years, they've been your trusted source for medical support. Now they're excited to offer continuous glucose monitors. No more finger sticks. Get real-time glucose readings to avoid dangerous spikes and crashes. Most insulin-dependent diabetics qualify through insurance, and they handle everything: insurance processing, delivery, education, and support. Call Trinity Home Medical today at 877-663-0202 or visit trinityhme.com.
Looking for a roof you could count on? Call Freedom Roofing, locally owned and proudly serving Central Illinois. Whether it's residential or commercial roofing or even siding, Freedom Roofing gets the job done right. With over 280 5-star Google reviews, you know you're working with a team you can trust. Quality work, honest prices, and service that stands tall, just like the flag we fly. Visit freedomchampagne.com today. Freedom Roofing, built on integrity, powered by pride.